fall off track. Cause being a broke nigga, I don't know about that. And this ain't mumble, so I know you niggas hearing the facts. And this ain't drill, I'm trying to put NYC on the map. Yeah, it's that Swift life.
That bitch good? Alright. What's happening, everybody? We here dropping some more fire with the Let's Talk About It. You already know your boy Ty. My son all one in the cut. Rich in the cut.
Rich. You already know, man.
We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to discuss today. So we gonna kick it
in a condensed show.
Super condensed. But it's really not much to talk about as far as like the Super Bowl, but we gonna make sure we always gotta show respect and love to the Super Bowl. So any of y'all wanna like jump off to y'all Super Bowl experience, whatever?
One could start first.
My Super Bowl experience, it was a sleepy Super Bowl. Shout out to the kickers holding it down on both teams respectively. Man, I mean, Jared Goff he looked nervous out there. I mean, Belichick showed him a lot of different looks. You could clearly see it got to him. Gurley not being on the field next to him clearly got to him also. But this is probably the least amount of weapons he's ever had. But still, even seeing Brady like that was kind of shocking. But hey, man, lost 10,000 on Brady. I'm bet on Brady again, man. I don't know what y'all got to say about it, but I'm pretty much good here.
Well, you know me, man. Hashtag learn your lesson. I learned my lesson 2 years ago. I wasn't learning another one this year. Like I said, man, it was hard to see Brady lose back-to-back years. Like, I just did not see that happening, period. Like, I just did not see that happen. And, man, but what could I say? The defense, that was a crazy defensive game. Like, I knew it would be, but I did not think the score would be so low. It was 13-3.
Yeah.
That's really low. Like,
that's
I've
crazy.
never...
Same here.
I've never seen a Super Bowl that low. Like, that was... But the performance Brady had, though, I'm not gonna even, really give everything to Brady because his defense, man, that defense, they just showed up. Like, I don't think the defense is getting as much credit. I know I understand this Brady's sixth ring, but boy, that defense stopped an all-time offense. Left them on 3.
That's a fact. With Sean McVay, facts.
I think we need to talk a little bit more about that defense, that defense we saw from the Patriots, because we got to be honest. People were calling their defense shit. People were calling the offense shit.
That's a fact.
Like, people was calling the Patriots shit as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
So I could understand why, Tom Brady and everybody said this ring is real sweet, because we counted them out from the season started.
Mm-hmm.
I know I did.
Yeah.
I definitely know I did. So,
like every week they won with a different style too.
But yeah, and it was. I think honestly, it was a great game, especially in the second half. Especially when they started, in the second half, the coaches were going back and forth, man. I don't know if you guys really go as mental in the games as I do, but watching Sean McVay made that switch to, even though it kind of messed him up too, messed up their team as a whole too. Watching him wait till 15 seconds so Belichick don't see where they line up was pretty smart, but then it came back and bit him because I didn't see enough time for them to even come back, when they had the time to. But I mean, that pick, golf that was a crucial interception.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, it was a good game, man. The GOAT got his 6th ring. I think the GOAT going to probably end his career with 8. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. That's another. I think the GOAT is going to end with 8. That's another topic for another day. I think he probably, from what I've seen, and if he keeps playing, he has another 3 years left in him. He's not throwing shit. Just put a good defense around him and a good running back. He could do those plays till he's 45, 48.
No, he ain't never lied about, because the style he playing, he could play in that style for a long time. He's not really getting tackled and shit like that. No short passes. Yeah, he's gonna be good.
They protected him great.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Like I said, I think he's going to end with 8. That's a debate for another day.
Yeah.
Shout out Dominic Kasu, a.k.a. Don Q.
Heard. So, basically how I felt about the Super Bowl, I'm an offensive guy. And think about it, we've been the whole season getting spoiled with high-scoring games, crazy performances, games like 50-50, 45-45. So to see that Super Bowl from what we were getting from the regular season and even in early postseason games, it was kind of disgusting. Like I'm just sorry, I'm just not a big fan of defensive games. I did like how basically both of the coaches, especially shout out to Wade Phillips, because Wade Phillips is a defensive genius. You gotta think about it. He basically left New England on 13, regardless of whether they lost or not, and that's an accomplishment in itself. So Wade Phillips, and just to see what he came from, I think that was impressive. But the Super Bowl, it was defensive. It was a throwback.
Yeah, my fault to cut you off again. I'm cut off rich, but they run defense sucked.
Yeah. And more towards the end. That was more towards the end. They got gas.
Their run defense, they gave up a big run every time they needed to stop.
Yeah, but
their run defense sucked.
That's just what comes down to like experience
but that was the Rams this whole year. Their run defense sucked this whole year.
Good, but the fact that they left them on 13, Brady came through in the clutch, did his audibles. That's just.
But like I've been telling dudes, man, like I said, I've been telling you, the Rams is overrated, man. I've viewed them as a team that's very overrated, but I cannot deny it, man. I speak the truth. They played a great game, so
yeah,
I have nothing negative to say.
It's just I'm just not one for like defensive games, but the Super Bowl was different. It was a taste of something different. Last year we got spoiled, and we began spoiled with actually, I think, good or exciting Super Bowls back to back. So hey, some got to be a nail scratch type fight. But overall, Brady's the GOAT. We all know 6 rings as a quarterback in the NFL. First of all, getting a ring in the NFL in itself is so valuable. So the fact that he has 6 in one of the hardest sports to get a ring, it's just phenomenal. And I thought this was where the torch was going to be passed to Jared Goff, but I was wrong. The Rams, of course, they let me down. Brandon Cooks is just fast. He's not a good receiver. Robert Woods, they double him the whole game. Cooper Kupp, obviously, is the best receiver on that team, and I thought it was Brandon Cooks. Jared Goff had a big pick, but ultimately, Brady in New England, sadly, that man ain't going nowhere throwing those 5-yard slants, man. Not getting hit. He going to be hit till he 50. So that's ultimately what I got. Super Bowl was trash to me, but hey.
You got Brady get 8 rings?
Nah. I got Brady getting I think honestly Brady will get like 1 more, maybe 2 if I'm pushing it. And then he's gonna go with his family.
Learn your lesson.
And then he's gonna go with his family. I think Brady at this point wants to be with his family more so, but that's a topic we could talk about at basically a different time.
Brady wants to be with his family, but I don't think Brady is going to leave until someone knocks him off. I think he's that much of a competitor. Like, is that much competitiveness in his blood that he's not going to leave when he's sitting high. I think he wants somebody to knock him off, make him leave, and then I'll think about leaving. That's why I think he's coming back this year. I don't know if they're going to, because like you said, it's very hard to win in the NFL. I think the 2 top sports the sports to win in is NFL and maybe hockey. Like those 2 sports are you will never see a back-to-back champion in those sports.
Yeah.
Like it's very hard.
Yeah, it's fucking extremely hard. You rarely see it. So now that's basically our Super Bowl. All our scores was wrong, so it doesn't matter. So don't even go back every single score.
So every time I'm wrong on something, I really just be joking with you.
Hey, I think I was closer though.
Yo, I wasn't even close. I had I think 30-30 or 20 high 20s or something like that.
I had 20-23, I think.
So we gonna go.
I had a high scoring game.
So yeah, everybody did. So we're gonna head into this. So the trade deadline is coming up. It is approaching very, very fast. So of course we know we talked about AD. We're gonna talk about that more towards the end of our topics and discussions. But we're gonna actually talk about the little guys, right? Basically the people that we think need to make a move, should make a move, or should not make a move. And we could just pick like one team for every category. So I think you all want to be good to start this. What teams you think should make a move, shouldn't make a move, stay out as they are, and then talk a little bit about the AD situation.
Man, I feel like every team should make a move. Unless you in San Francisco and your team name is Golden State, man. Look, man. Do what you can. Golden State is coming. Listen, Golden State is coming, man. That's all I got to say.
I think the Celtics should make a move. I think the Celtics should make a move. I think the Celtics should make a move and do something with Gordon Hayward.
Yeah.
I think they need to do something with Gordon Hayward because he's taking away minutes from Jaylen Brown, and he's killing his confidence. Jaylen Brown's coming in not playing very well. Gordon Hayward isn't giving me much, and I'm paying you these max amount of dollars. I mean, I understand you're coming back from injury, but you're not giving me nothing, and I feel like you're making me worse. Look at the article one of the players from the Warriors said, even though he's anonymous, I hate anonymous people, but he said, he's messing. He said that he's messing up their offense and defense right now, and which is very true because I think Brad Stevenson just got this little love for Hayward. He's featuring him way too much.
Yeah,
I feel like Tatum should be featured the way he's featuring Hayward. So, I mean, I feel like if I would go with any team right now, because I feel like the Celtics can contend. I feel like the Celtics can come out the East. If I'm the Celtics, I'm making a trade. It's either I'm doing something with Jaylen Brown or I'm doing something with Gordon Hayward. You have to do something with one of those guys.
I'm not gonna lie though, but like you said, how Gordon Hayward playing, his contract, it don't add up. It's like equal value. Ain't nobody really gonna take that.
Yeah. Unless
I know nobody
believe in his like
he's gonna take
his
contract.
Yeah.
But I understand nobody's gonna take his contract. But with how much people is on that team, with how much depth they have, you could probably
dump him.
But I think that's why he's waiting for AD to try to throw everything with Gordon Hayward. Like, hey man, okay, this nigga, just stick Gordon Hayward at the end, bro. Like,
I feel like Braun is putting that pressure on LA.
Nah,
they're gonna do something right now.
This is what I was saying. I feel like Braun, Magic, and LeBron know, hey, if we get AD and we get all these niggas out of here, boom, the free agency next year is crazy. We could get another agent. We could sign someone else big.
Because like I tell people, man, LeBron is not gonna wait. LeBron is not gonna wait. He's not gonna wait next year, and he's not gonna wait the year after that. Lakers know they need to take advantage of this window right now.
Yeah, because they missed out on Kawhi, they missed out on PG, so it's like
PG
I feel like they're like, yo, we don't get AD. It's really nothing else that's a game changer for LeBron out there, really.
That's a fact.
Besides maybe Kyrie at this point.
That's a fact.
Unless we really consider KD going to LA, which I don't think anybody really considers.
All right, so what do you think about what do you think? Well, going back to the main topic. What do you think, Trillz?
So basically, with me right now, this may be like a dark horse pick or a team that a lot of people sleep on, but I like Portland. Like I want Portland to make better moves. I feel like Portland is always like a little short. I seen they made a move basically to pick up Rodney Hood. So that I actually think Rodney Hood is a good rotation bench play. He's just not a starter, and that proved through Cleveland and stuff like that.
I mean, the teams in the league is like. It's hard for Portland, like.
Nah, I know. I just want Portland to
like
do
Paul
better.
George, like yo, he's playing behind KD and LeBron, so you don't really hear about what he's doing this year.
I know.
And the niggas been balling.
It's just
about PG because of these niggas. It's like the era we in. It's hard for Portland to see.
I just want. I don't know. It's just
because if Portland and Houston play. I got Houston.
That's what I'm saying. Way. I feel like they need another piece, even though I don't see them beating Golden State, right? I don't see them beating Golden State. Nobody beating Golden State, but I feel like Portland could be more competitive if they make a move, but they don't have a lot of assets.
Man, you guys think Golden State are that unbeatable, huh?
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah.
Bro, playoff time, bro, when it gets cooking, bro. Yeah, bro, nobody's going to
This is the second podcast in a row. Y'all just giving it to the Warriors, which I do respect, because you have to see somebody beat them. But
I think
I don't
playoff
know,
time, bro. When after a loss, especially playoff time, how they click. Nah, it's scary, bro.
Yeah,
How they just hit shots after the next loss is scary, bro.
I feel like the Warriors should really fare if LeBron gets AD, because LeBron could control their tempo so well. And Anthony Davis give them fits. But that's the only team I feel like the Warriors should fare in the West. I really feel like the Celtics have the blueprint to beat the Warriors, but I feel like they have to do something.
I'm like Milwaukee. I'm like the Milwaukee and Philly if they come out of there too. Not to win, but make it competitive.
I like Milwaukee a lot.
I like Philly too. I don't like Milwaukee because Giannis, they're going to find a way to neutralize Giannis.
Yeah, they're going to double Giannis. They're going to double Giannis, let everybody shoot. Pretty much how Pop did LeBron that 1 year. That's pretty much what they're going to do. But Giannis is so dominant, you can really put him at the 5 too. Like, it's a lot of ways to make Giannis effective. It's like he could rebound, fast break.
But whatever he does doesn't work unless he have someone around him with the Warriors. It just doesn't work. Because if you put him at the 5, I'm gonna put KD at the 5 or Draymond at the 5. It's just I just don't care if I'm on the Warriors and I'm playing the Bucks. I just don't care. I'm gonna guard Giannis like I guard him in 2K.
That's a fact.
I'm sorry.
That's a fact.
I think Denver's all right, but I don't know what Denver's gonna do playoff time. I really like how Denver plays.
Denver's gonna win in the first round because they're gonna be much better than the first round team, but they're gonna get sent home in the second round because they're gonna play better competition. They're not gonna get a lot of fouls that they get now. Mm-hmm. Denver is a very young team with the only playoff experience on that team is Paul Millsap, and Paul Millsap is a good player, but he's not that good. I don't really see Denver doing nothing this year.
Yeah, I don't believe in the Denver little hot streak they on. I just feel like some teams are just better in the regular season, and then when they get in the postseason, when they play against like superstars, they freeze up most of the time. Because it's just a lot of good core players, I feel like, on the Nuggets, and basically, of course, you got the Joker. And he does his thing, but other than that, it's just like a lot of guys that's good at what they do.
Sleep on the Nuggets, Rich. You put me on to them a couple years ago, but them niggas be D'ing up. I ain't gonna lie. So if they D up in the playoffs, it should be alright.
They D up in the playoffs.
I don't think they're gonna pass
I just feel like that experience factor is gonna bite them in the butt.
I feel like it's only 3 teams they could lose to in the playoffs: Houston, Lakers, and Golden State.
What about OKC?
Nah.
You don't think they could lose to OKC?
I think they'll send OKC home.
I think they could lose to. I think the way Paul George is playing right now and how Westbrook is playing right now, they could lose to this OKC team, especially if Rose comes back.
I don't think for sure, but I don't think Westbrook is gonna stay like saying like playoff time. Westbrook makes mistakes. Let's record it. I can see it, but if he's not. If there's who's gonna take the last shot? Nah, Denver's winning, bro.
Yo, you was breaking up a little bit.
It's like a baby San Antonio up there. Shit's crazy.
That's a fact, though. So now, we basically talk about our dark horse teams. Now, do we think Anthony Davis will be a Laker before this trade deadline is over? I know we beating a dead horse, but we want to make sure how y'all feel about that. I think Anthony Davis will be a Los Angeles Laker?
I'm looking at 50-50 now. Before I had it 60-40. I'm saying 50-50 because clearly we see the Lakers in pursuit, and this is just what's coming out.
Yeah.
We know what's going on the phone and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say 50-50 because it's only Monday right now. So Thursdays, how trade deadline happens, shit goes so quick. AD might be a Laker by on Thursday. So you never know. I'm saying 50-50. That's how I feel.
All right.
I'm going with I don't think AD is gonna be a Laker by the deadline. I'm going with no. The reason why I don't think he's gonna be a Laker by the deadline is I just think if I'm the Pelicans, I have leverage. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna just see how things unfold, especially in the off season.
Yeah. So
I'm not rushing to trade AD just to make Braun happy.
That's a
Who's
fact.
Braun to me if I'm the Pelicans?
That's a fact. I don't give a fuck. So me right now, I feel basically 730, and I don't feel like he's gonna be a Laker. Like the Pelicans, why would they rush it at this point? I think they could explore more options, and they're probably eyeing Zion Williamson, franchise changer. So I think they're just thinking right now, and they're like, hey, we rather wait because the Lakers is always there, right? They're always gonna have that offer there regardless. They're not going anywhere. So that's potentially what I got. So basically, that's basically what we think what's going to go as far as the trade deadline. So now we're going to segue into our next topic. So football free agency, a free agency that often gets overlooked. So we got a list basically here of the top 100 free agents, and we're going to say what free agent.
Le'Veon Bell, pull up to my Jets, man. Antonio Brown, pull up to my Jets, man. We need all him.
Look, we go and we gonna talk about free agents that we think basically are best for our team, our franchise. What free agents we can't wait to see, or whatever the case may be. So a free agent, because I'm an Eagles fan, I gotta say this, y'all. I'm gonna open up the topic. Nick Foles, I'm hearing reports that we're not gonna re-sign Nick Foles, and I'm not feeling this, yo. All my Eagles fans out there, I want y'all to really listen to me right now. Regardless of what you feel about Nick Foles, he won us a Super Bowl ring against Tom Brady on the biggest stage with the biggest moment, throwing deep balls, doing what he do with the same facial expression. I love Nick Foles. I'm really that Eagles fan that would prefer to have Nick Foles over Carson Wentz. I'm sorry. At this point, he proved to me in that Super Bowl run more than what Wentz showed to me over the course of his career. Wentz has been hurt every single season, Eagles. There's no excuse for that. Every single year he's been hurt some way, shape, or form that has put him inactive for the season.
But it's only his second year. Give him a chance, man.
Nah. It ain't none of that second year, third year.
It's only his second year.
What's sad about this? What's sad? I honestly can say
if it was for him, if it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for his rookie year, if it was for rookie, his rookie, he didn't have to play that much games, and it didn't have to be a microscope around him. Listen, man, I understand Carson Wentz is injury prone to you right now. I understand that, but give him some time. Think bypass. He's young. You could still be able to build a franchise team around him. Nick Foles is gonna want money. It's hard to pay Nick Foles and then have to pay a team and then try to win a championship with Nick Foles. Carson Wentz right now is just showing you injury issues that can be fixed. You put a great offensive line around this man. He can get things done. He's proven it. This is right now, you have to put your trust in the organization to fix this shit. They have to put a line around this man so this man don't get touched like that and he could prevail. I don't think you guys should just give up on him that fast, man. I understand Nick Foles had a beautiful run. He really did. And I love Nick Foles, too. I liked him from the first run, but I just don't think you guys should just give up on him that fast, man.
One thing that I hate about mobile quarterbacks, right? You really never could protect a mobile quarterback. You can't. And Carson Wentz is more of like a scrapper. He runs a lot recklessly. So the injury he got when he tore basically his whole knee is because he ran to try to get a touchdown, and then he just didn't think about diving or jumping into the end zone. He just went straight, and then somebody took out his legs. So I don't think that year protection was the problem. It was more so of Wentz not knowing when to slide, take a knee, don't gain a yard, and then basically you're a quarterback, you're a franchise player. You have to think about certain things. It's like the Jimmy Garoppolo
Can I
thing.
ask you a question?
What's up?
So you don't think that you guys are just in the same predicament right now that the Colts were in with Andrew Luck? With the whole no offensive line right now, the quarterback's injury prone because
Andrew Luck has proven more than Carson Wentz, so that's
I'm not comparing that. I'm just comparing the situation. I'm not comparing them as players.
Oh, okay.
I'm just comparing the situation with the franchises.
As far as injuries,
injury prone with the
Or
quarterbacks.
finding a new quarterback for your team. Like, who you gonna choose?
Not even.
Which one?
No, I'm not talking about finding quarterback. I'm talking
No,
about
between
the
the two.
situation.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the situation within the quarterbacks. Andrew Luck had the same issue where he was always sacked, and he was injury prone because of that, and he basically missed a lot of games. Now you're seeing greatness from him again because he has a great offensive line around him. So I'm just saying, don't you think you feel like the Eagles should try and put a better protective system around him?
Regardless if we protect Wentz, he doesn't protect himself, so it doesn't matter. That's my point, right? He's a mobile quarterback.
But that can be taught, though. That can be taught. That's something that you could instill in the brain.
And honestly, I don't even think Carson Wentz is that accurate as a quarterback. I think Nick Foles is way more accurate as a quarterback, and he's proved it through numbers. I actually think Carson Wentz, he's overrated, honestly. He hasn't, honestly, at this point, if you tell me who you want, Carson Wentz or Dak Prescott, I really would pick Dak Prescott right now. And this comes from the Eagles.
All right, I understand. No, I wouldn't go that far. But
Dak is
I'm
durable?
just saying because Dak Prescott is not even close to accurate as Carson Wentz, bro.
Carson Wentz is not that accurate. He doesn't throw.
He's more accurate than
Carson Wentz has all this arm power, but he can't throw deep.
He's more accurate than Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott's a better quarterback. Dak Prescott's a better quarterback. He's more durable. Availability is the best trait, and Dak Prescott is one of the most durable quarterbacks in the league.
But I mean, you're right.
You judging off 2 years though. At the end of the day,
yeah, I'm judging off two.
At the end of the day, the top 5 pick was in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. Even though one didn't play, but you're not getting to the Super Bowl without one of them.
Yeah, no, it was both a team effort, but at the end, I don't think Carson Wentz want to run us a ring. I'm 100% sure because he's young, he was inexperienced, and I think he would have froze up on the big stage just because of Nick Foles' personality. I feel he was able to prevail. But basically, what I'm trying to get at,
How old is Nick Foles?
Nick Foles is 29. I believe he's 29.
So in the long run, you wouldn't want the younger quarterback?
Nah, I'm good. I'm happy. I really rather have Foles. And Foles
Nick Foles is 30, bro.
Yeah, 29, 30. I know he was around. His birthday probably just passed. But Nick Foles also, he shares the ball with all receivers, so it makes him more versatile. Carson Wentz only throws to Zach Ertz. He only throws to Zach Ertz. He throws to Zach Ertz a lot. Zach Ertz damn near led the league in receiving touchdowns when Carson Wentz was playing. Because he loves Zach Ertz. But when you don't share the ball, you have crybabies like Alshon Jeffries, and you just lose connection with your wide receivers. But ultimately, I think Nick Foles is the better addition. I hope he comes back to my Eagles. I hope we can work out a deal. We construct him to basically be the backup.
The only thing I do give you right now, the receivers, they react better. When Nick Foles is under the helm, I'll give you that. The receivers do react better.
They love Nick Foles. That team legit loves that man. He is a Eagle forever. Definitely. But that's enough about me chatting about my Eagle and pouring out my heart of what I think we should do, even though I know we're not gonna do it and we're gonna keep Wentz. So what free agents y'all think are good pickups, game changers, influencers?
Le'Veon Bell.
Where you think he going, though? That's the question.
I heard Miami. I ain't a Dolphins fan, but I go see a couple games of Le'Veon pull up, man. Look. Le'Veon, I don't know what you see in Miami's team to make you want to play there, or you just like being down here. I hope you like I like being down here too. Le'Veon.
Talk about Le'Veon. Best running back in the league. I don't care about Gurley. I don't care about Saquon Barkley. I don't care about none of them. Le'Veon Braun, man, best running back in the league. But I'm gonna let you get that. I think the Jets need to give Antonio Brown, man. I mean, he's not a free agent, but that's like free agency.
The trade.
So I mean, Arnold some help, man. Get us a number one receiver. We don't got no number one receiver. We don't even got a running back. Get Le'Veon Bell or get Brown. It don't matter, man. But we need somebody. We don't got nothing.
Yeah, shout out to Sam.
We don't got nothing. We over there pissing off my dude Adams, man. We need him. We can't piss off Adams and make him leave. We need him. Oh, man, we need help.
Alright, y'all want to go through this list real quick? Some players and y'all give y'all opinion. Y'all the football experts. Shout out Nate Buddha.
Yeah, alright. Give 5.
Oh no, he's got a franchise tag. He's staying. I think Trey Flowers is also staying. Javion Clowney.
They're gonna extend him. He's gonna stay at Texas.
Got enough D's.
He's gonna stay at Texas. But I would love for him. He'll be a great addition to any team.
D Ford.
Who had it?
Ford of Kansas City.
D Ford, Kansas City. I think he led in sacks. He had like some crazy stats. He had good stats. I know Aaron Donald led. I think he was a sack leader one year.
Yeah.
D Ford is he's a good addition, but the Chiefs will probably extend him, honestly. But
Earl Thomas.
Oh, Earl Thomas. I heard reports of him wanting to go to Dallas.
Earl the Pearl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a strong
I remember
possibility.
That too, yeah.
He's gonna be a Dallas Cowboy.
It's going to Dallas.
It's very 100% sure. He basically said it. Jerry Jones confirmed it. So at this point,
I'll probably do former Dominic Sue.
Dominic Sue.
I think he's staying.
I don't think he's gonna stay at the Rams. I don't think he was that productive this year, as far as the statistical standpoint. So Sue is leaving.
Okay, Golden Tate.
We're not gonna. We might.
Jets pick him up.
My Eagles might keep Golden Tate. I don't know how our cap situation is. I need to look
Jets,
it over because we got a lot of 1-year deals. But if we could extend Golden Tate for 2 more years, maybe I'd be happy. But I don't know if we have the money for Golden Tate.
Pick him up.
I don't think we have enough.
Right, we need him. We need him. Forget what he talking about. They got Alshon Jeffrey. Jets, pick him up.
All right, last one. Mark Ingram.
Jets.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't think the Saints are going to keep him just because Alvin Kamara has been so good. Alvin Kamara is scary good. Yo, your Jets can't pick up everybody, bro. Chill out.
Yes, we can. We have the money. Pick him up.
Y'all do have the money. But, my Eagles, nah. He would be – what team would he be nice on? I think New England would be a nice team for Mark Ingram, honestly.
Yo, Trillz, remember that 1 year the Jets had damn near everybody, boy, and we went to go watch them?
Facts.
The Jets got money in the bank, bro. Stop sleeping. Jets, pick them up. Hashtag.
That's fire, bro. Hey, one more. Y'all think Karrem Hunt will be able to come back?
Yeah, he's going to come back. The NFL.
He's too good.
The NFL knows
I think so also.
I heard reports of him might come to my Eagles. I don't think he's going to be an Eagle. Honestly, I think he's going to be a Redskin. The Redskins been giving him a big push, and I heard they've been supportive behind closed doors. So I think he might be a Redskin. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure Redskins might be a destination for him.
Yeah, he's too good, man.
Yeah, he's good.
And I no disrespect to no woman, man. I'm not trying to be no disrespect, but that wasn't, that crazy of a kick. I think the team was just upset with him because he lied, you know. I mean, I wasn't there, and I don't want to, put myself in that situation. I don't want to live that situation because I probably would never put my hand on a woman, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't really think that was too crazy of a kick, for him to be banned and not ever have a career again.
Everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody. So, ultimately, with that, we're going to leave it as everyone deserves a second chance. As long as he knows what he did, he corrects it, do all the treatment the NFL wants, change his life, I think he'll be fine. So, the next topic, we trying to switch it up to show y'all we versatile, you know what I'm saying? We got to add a little spice because we don't just do sports here, you know what I'm saying? We do a little bit of everything here.
Everything.
So, we're going to talk about the 6ix9ine situation. So, during it, we're not really going to talk about more so the legal proceedings. We already know what's up. He pled guilty. We all know what's up, but we're gonna talk about more so.
Bro, you can't be aggressive. That man a snitch, man. You can't be aggressive.
So we're gonna talk more so about, do we think he will be relevant whenever he may come out, and about basically his legendary run. So who wants to open up this topic, basically?
I'll let you open it up. That's your boy.
All right, so So basically 6ix9ine, right? I honestly don't think he will be out anytime to be relevant. Just an educated guess, I think 6ix9ine might be locked up for about 5-6 years. This is just, he's cooperating with the feds. It's proven he's
5-6 years.
I think he's gonna get 5-6 because remember,
he's gonna probably get 5-6
because
years.
I think he's cooperating with him. So that 47 is just like a ballpark figure. They're gonna chop that down and all that.
Even if you,
I don't think so.
Bro, he's gonna. First of all, bro, he has money. He's gonna get great lawyers, and he's gonna get 5 or 6 years because he's cooperating, bro. He's
7 will knock off 40 years.
Bro, that's what you could get in between.
Bro, that's what happens when you plead guilty and you cooperate.
That he's gonna...
And then another thing, you gotta.
I'm not a law.
Yeah, it's no guarantees, but this is just speculation. It's just speculation. And the thing is, you gotta remember, he's currently serving time. He's currently serving time, right? So the time he's doing right now, he's currently serving. So that 5-6 might, you know what I'm saying? So I think he potentially, I think he's gonna get under a decade.
I'll say this: if it's under 10, I think he'll be relevant. But if it's over, I don't think he'll be relevant.
If that man's name is on paperwork, bro. How can you be relevant?
Because kids don't care about that stuff, bro. Kids come out with a club banger, they gonna bump that shit, nigga.
Bro, his music is not gonna be the same no more.
It won't be the same. I won't cap about that. And then
it's not gonna be the same.
Is not gonna be the same no more. And when your music's not
whole squad full of killers, I'm a killer too.
He would probably be like how A Boogie album is right now, crazy on streams, but the sales is shit.
Yeah, that's a fact with the A Boogie.
That's what 6ix9ine's gonna do. If it's under, but I think he's gonna do some time. Honestly, I don't see how.
He's not, bro. He's not gonna do.
Ain't no way he's cooperating and just going.
I don't know, because it's no murders involved and he's cooperating. I mean, honestly, I'll give my perspective to this. If you know you've been in, and you could just get this man, you can see how he reacts, you see everything. Like, honestly, I feel like he reacted the way he reacted because he got real soldiers. I'm not really surprised this happened to him. I'm really not surprised he's in the situation he's in. I've seen this coming from a mile away. Mm-hmm. I really did. But is the judge going to think that with all the tattoos on his face? Bro, he did all that tattoo stuff just to brand himself. And he's going to explain that in court. He's going to explain that in court. Bro, bro, when you have money, you pay for the high lawyers that have relationships with these judges and prosecutors. You're gonna talk to them and tell you like, yo, break the man off. You know he really ain't doing that shit.
I feel you.
I feel you. That's a real fact.
If the judge want to go for him, bro, the judge gonna go for him. The judge want to make an example out of him, they gonna make an example out of him. So.
They made an example out of Bobby, man. They ain't about to do that to him.
Alright, bro.
The difference with Bobby and 6ix9ine, Bobby took the charge to the chin. 6ix9ine really gonna take the plea.
Hey, free the schmurders, man.
You know what I'm saying? But basically, to go into the run, I feel 6ix9ine run was definitely legendary. He came on the scene with Gummo, did his thing, banger after banger. Had the clubs on tilt, had the clubs on lit, catchy dances, and his social media presence was just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Next level.
He got it. Was like on another level. Like even though you know the GOAT Young Draco put everybody onto the social media shit, 6ix9ine really, you feel me, did his own thing, improvised, did it, and he had social media on tilt.
All right, perfect example you just said right there, bro. the Dracos Soldier got caught with, bro. That's more offensive than the shit 6ix9ine getting caught with. Boy, Dracos, that's 50 years. Bro, Dracos, that's 50 years,
you
bro.
got
Big
one
facts.
thing to 6ix9ine accounts, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
even
more so
compare
the
that, dude.
6ix9ine account.
Nah, you
6ix9ine
right.
got people set up.
And he's he's basically like a kingpin.
I didn't know. You're right, though. I forgot about all them charges.
Yeah, he's a kingpin. The reason why he getting fucked up like that because he considered the hierarchy and or the money.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think all them charges could just go to 6 years, bro. I don't see it.
So you trying to say they basically see him as like the mob boss, like he's the boss of it?
Yeah, because after he set that hit up on Keith, and then he snitched on the shooter. So
we're not about to talk about this though, because it's a pending trial. We're just going to talk about his music now. We ain't about to talk about that no more. Can't get really too in deep with that with a case going on.
I don't want to talk about his music no more. He had the clubs on Smash. He did his thing. I don't even know if he's going to drop any more music.
Bro, like I said, bro, if this man name is on other people's paperwork, I don't see his music being the same.
Yeah, he'll have to just change up his music when he come out. It'll be hard for him because he's like kind of a club music maker guy, kind of hype music, but he could tilt it a little bit and change it. Or he could just keep it and just whoever streams it and buys it. That'll be the thing. So far as his run, how do y'all feel his run was? Because we all, you know what I'm saying, we all know. So we feel he might be relevant, might not. How do y'all feel his run was when he was out 10 for 10 on billboards? Like, how y'all feel about that? Was it flabbergated, gassed?
No, nah. I was flabbergated. It's real.
Nah, some people may say.
I wish he could have. I wish he could have managed better. Like how we heard him on the Breakfast Club saying how he was getting finesse and stuff. I think we really like if he was able to weeks and stuff like that. But I like how he did his music.
He had good music, but it was a good run for a good time. He got hot at a good time.
For about a year.
He got hot for a good time, especially with all the streaming and the internet is at its prime right now.
And his previews.
He got hot at a good time.
And his previews was like legendary. That's one thing that was like crazy about 6ix9ine. When he was dropping those little snippets and previews, it was like real good marketing.
Yeah, it was. But honestly, let's be honest though, and this is 100% true. Streaming is saving a lot of artists.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Streaming is saving a lot of artists because kids want to, go on YouTube. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect NBA Youngboy because NBA Youngboy, he's one of my favorite artists, and I think he's very underrated. But his streams on YouTube, his numbers on YouTube are crazy, but his sales are doodle.
Yeah, definitely a lot of people tune in, but a lot of people don't. I feel like download or get the copy. But yeah, his YouTube numbers are like insane. Like it's to the point I feel like they are fake. That's how much views he gets on YouTube.
I could
Storm got like 120.
I could listen to I could go watch an NBA YoungBoy video right now, right? And then go take a nap, wake up the next hour or two. It'll be if I go to sleep at 5 million, it'll be at 6 or 7 million in the next 2 hours. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
no, I'm not gonna lie. YoungBoy does get a lot of love though.
No, I mean he gets a lot of love. How? Other than YouTube, I don't really see a lot of love. I see a lot of hate. He gets a lot of hate.
He does get hate too.
Hey,
he gets hate more on his personality more than his music, though.
Listen, it is what it is, but we gotta separate the music from the artist. Like, we could critique this man's music and we could critique this man's. But I can understand if a person hates him or how he is, they're not gonna buy his music. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But man, this dude's music is just.
But he made it. One thing I will say though, he made his following on YouTube though. He's always been on YouTube before I even found him on like the actual music application. So.
No, that's you. I found him a different way. But yeah, a lot of people have found him through YouTube. But I'm just, just using him for example. I'm not Saying
And he has, in his numbers too, all his music is on YouTube. So that's really why all his views come
Oh
from
yeah,
there.
that's another
He put
thing.
all
Yeah,
his
always
stuff on
right.
YouTube first too.
Yeah, because he puts it on
As an
YouTube
artist, he
first.
can make his money. He puts it on YouTube, put the videos and stuff like that on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
but I'm just saying though, like you don't really hear
it's
this.
not there.
But
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
see what
saying,
Owen
though,
was saying
you-
because all the music he drops, he basically puts on YouTube.
Puts it on YouTube first, at least for like 24 hours at least.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand
that's a good
that, but I'm
point.
saying though, you don't hear this man on the radio and things like that. You
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
You don't hear a lot of people on the radio though.
I
His music
know
can't
that.
be on the radio.
That's what I'm. He got a lot of songs that could be on radio.
Only some
That's
of
why
them
I
are
feel like
radio
he's
friendly.
underrated.
Outside
he has a lot
today,
of songs that can be on the radio.
He do.
He's very underrated.
He is. No, that's a fact.
It does.
So we're gonna talk about Young Boy more in the future.
But the thing too though, when he drops that music on YouTube, it's because he has a problem with the label. So the label doesn't want him on the radio and doesn't want him on the streams. He's not gonna be there.
Okay, that's true.
So we're gonna segue. Definitely, we're gonna do more Young Boy. We all heavy Young Boy fans in
Young
here.
Boy, very underrated. I
We
agree
gonna,
on that, man.
we definitely he put in a lot of work this year, and we gonna have to definitely do while Young Boy was underappreciated in 2018 for all the projects. So now we're gonna do our closing, basically for every podcast. Y'all know what we love to do. We're gonna do these picks. It ain't a lot of good games, so we only gonna do the good games because we don't care about the trash games.
D-Lo ain't get no 40.
Look, look. We gonna call it. It's to stand
Shout
your
out D-Lo,
ground.
though.
So whatever team you
Shout
pick,
out D-Lo, you heard?
you gonna stand your ground. Shout out D-Lo. Shout out the Brooklyn Nets, man. So Lakers and Pacers at 7 p.m. LeBron James is probable. Like basically, he's questionable. How do y'all feel about this game? Who y'all think gonna win?
What?
Lakers
Pacers?
and Pacers. Yeah,
Lakers and who?
Pacers.
Man, easy money for the Lakers, man.
Look,
Even
got
if
Bron,
Bron don't play,
Okay.
man, easy money.
All right.
I don't know about that if Brown don't play.
Man, easy, bro.
That boy
easy.
Tyree Evans makes shit happen over there.
Bro, Tyreek Evans ain't playing, bro. Easy money, man.
Why he not playing?
Because that man always hurt.
He not hurt this game.
Bro, I bet you son, he gonna magically wake up hurt. That's how that man operates. Next game.
Look, yeah, I got Lakers, but look, next game. So look, like Tristan Thompson said, you got to get through us in order to beat them.
Spicy.
Look, you got
Celtics by 20.
Tristan Thompson said you
Celtics
got to
by
get
20.
through us, get
Celtics
through
by
us
20.
to get to the East. Celtics versus Cavs. Who y'all got, man? You got to
Celtics
get
by
through
20.
Tristan.
Yeah, I got Celtics. Kyrie with a nasty 40 piece.
One thing I want to get out the way. Kevin Love, are you on Earth?
Oh, nah, he coming back soon, bro. Stay in
Coming
tune.
back soon?
Yeah. In like a 2 weeks or so. Nah, bro, look it up. Nah, look it up. He coming back soon.
All right, so the next game.
Shout out Kevin.
He's a champion. A lot
Look,
of people in the league would kill to beat him right now.
look,
Yeah.
man.
Shout out to see him. I feel like he would have been good over there.
Look, man. Look, Raptors and 76ers. Who y'all got, man? I got 76ers on this
Who
one.
home?
Man. I got you right now. 2.5. Watch. They at 76ers. 76ers home. I got 76ers. I got Ben Simmons with a triple dub.
Yeah, I'm going with Toronto. That zone defense is going to be irritating for a team that can't shoot like that. I'm going with Toronto.
Okay.
It is, but ain't nobody out there holding Embiid, so. Especially
Yeah,
not a
but-
box little ass.
Yeah, that's true. It's going to be a good defensive game.
That's gonna be a great game.
All right, and who y'all got with the Thunder and the Magic?
OKC.
OKC.
OKC by like 11.
Yeah,
I
I
got
got
OKC,
OKC by double
15-point
digits.
win.
They hot right now. They team clicking. Ferguson, I feel like he's improving.
15 points.
I agree. So basically, that's all.
Shout out
Man,
Ferguson.
shout out
Ferguson
Ferguson.
Don't come back hitting them threes. It's over for that boy. He really gonna be a bench player. So
That's
Hey,
all,
shout out Ferguson. He really stepped up his shooting this year.
definitely. That's all the
I
interesting
thought
games.
that man was nothing but a dunker.
That's definitely all the interesting games. So this will make episode 2 of our Let's Talk
Man, you
About It.
tripping, bro. How you ain't got Heat and Trailblazers? That's the double header, bro. That's the TNT double header.
The game type.
I got Trailblazers though. but you feel me?
Because the Heat, I don't think the Heat exciting to watch, but y'all probably watch the Heat more than I do. So
I got some players. They just don't got
to watch them. But they break.
The only person I find entertaining on the Heat is Whiteside, and I know the type of timing he on with them. But if you
they don't have time to start at the Wade, so that's why they in the position they are now.
Listen, man, that team break too much shots, bro. Can't watch them.
Yeah, they don't have a star.
Heat and Trailblazers, I got Trailblazers. I definitely got Trailblazers on that one. So I don't know if y'all got something else.
Knicks and Pistons, man. I got Pistons, man.
Knicks and Pistons. You know what? I got Knicks.
Pistons.
They ain't gonna take this game. They ain't taking this game.
Knicks.
Knicks.
Oh no, Knicks do got the squad back, ain't it? Man, I got Pistons.
Knicks tired of tanking. Knicks like fuck Zion. What?
We got somebody to keep drumming off the boards. I got Knicks.
Gordon Griffin.
Who guarding Griffin at the 4? Shit. We got a lot of people that could guard Griffin. We got a lot of people that could guard Griffin, bro. The Knicks just suck as a whole, but individual, we alright. We got some good individual players.
Y'all look good. Just, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no go-to in the fourth quarter. A lot of teams get slippery.
But, I mean, the Pistons ain't really nothing crazy either, though.
I agree.
And Blake Griffin numbers are starting to slip.
Nah, he's tired of being on that team. It's childish time.
Not so bad. He ain't going nowhere.
Facts. He got paid. Clippers and Hornets. I got Clippers.
Give me the Hornets on that one.
Money for the Clippers.
Give me the Hornets by 6.
Yeah, you're tripping.
I got
Clippers too deep for that team.
I don't care. I got Kemba.
Lou Will off the bench. That shit a game changer.
Shit like 2K.
That should match all your bench points. They didn't call the bench game 23 clean.
That man gonna get to the line like 10 times too.
Any other
games? Sign off.
Any other games?
Hey yo,
that's all.
That's all, man. We out of here. Condensed show.
Let's talk about it. We gave y'all still a clean hour. Don't say we ain't bless y'all. Look, man, we coming with more heat. We doing the anime podcast, you feel me? It's going to be different hosts because these guys really don't fuck with the anime. But we dropping that heat.
But I'm going to be in the back tune then talking shit when they start talking about Naruto because that's my guy, Naruto. Shout out my man Sasuke. Shout out to all the goons out there, man.
Let's talk
Shout
about
out to my anime freaks.
Let's talk about it. EP2, good looking.
Hey, yo, Jets. Y'all need to get Le'Veon Bell.
Yo, cut it out. Get him out of here.
Tachiko.
Swift. Life. Swift. Life. This that Swift life. No, this Swift life. This that get back. This that get right. This that trap. Early morning, midnight. This that count it up. Make sure.